I was 11 years old when it started. Just a child, trying to sleep in my small room in Enfield, North London. Life was already hard enough. My mum raised 4 of us alone in that cramped council house. But at least it was home. At least it was safe. Or so I thought. The first thing was the knocking. It always began at night. A slow, deliberate rhythm on the walls, like knuckles rapping just behind the plaster. My mum said it was pipes. My brothers teased me, saying it was rats. But deep down, I knew it wasn't either. I knew because the knocking always came from right beside my bed. Then came the furniture. My dresser shuddered one night, as though someone was trying to push it over. I called for my mum, and when she came, we both froze. The dresser was sliding forward, scraping across the floor on its own. My mum grabbed it, trying to shove it back, but it wouldn't move, not even an inch. She later told the newspapers it was as if something invisible was holding it in place. That was the first night we ran out of the room. The activity grew bolder. Toys flew through the air like they were being hurled by unseen hands. Chairs toppled. Doors slammed. Our dog barked endlessly at empty corners, his fur raised, teeth bared. At times, the air in the house grew so cold you could see your breath, even though it was the middle of summer. But it was me the house wanted most. Strange voices began to seep out of my own mouth, low, gravelly, and not my own. Investigators would ask questions, and I would answer in that other voice, speaking of death, of anger, of a man who had supposedly died in the house before we lived there. Sometimes I had no memory of what I said. Other times I was conscious, trapped inside my own body, listening as something else used me like a puppet. Then came the nights when I was yanked from my bed. I remember the feeling vividly, the sheets twisting, an invisible force gripping my arms and legs, pulling me upward. I'd scream, flailing, only to crash against the wall or land on the floor with bruises I couldn't explain. Once, reporters snapped photographs of me in midair, my body bent backward as if strings were holding me up. People thought we faked it, that I jumped or staged it, but I was just a child, and I was terrified. The house became infamous. Paranormal investigators, journalists, skeptics, all of them crowded into our tiny home, waiting for proof. And proof came. They heard the knocks, saw the furniture move, even witnessed the voices that came from me. Some believed. Others said it was tricks, hysteria, the fantasies of children desperate for attention. But tell me, what child can fake claw marks etched deep into her skin? What child can fake the way her own body is hurled across a room by nothing at all? We lived like that for nearly 2 years, trapped in that circus of fear. By the time the disturbances finally stopped, we weren't the same family anymore. My childhood had been taken, hollowed out by something I never asked for, something I still don't understand. Now I'm grown, with children of my own. I moved far from that house, far from Enfield. But sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet, I wake to a sound I've tried my whole life to forget. A knock. Slow, deliberate. On the wall, right beside my bed. And when it comes, I don't dare look. Because I know if I do, I'll see him standing there, waiting.